Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Silent Hill 2 commentary. So we have one key to get, not three. So thank God for that I knew the solutions already. So off we go.
And if you're playing in the hard puzzle mode, the clues they give you for that's disgusting. Why is somebody boiling oatmeal in their bathtub? That's gross. So if you play on the hard puzzle selection, it's a different combination for the locks, and the puzzle to figure it out is more difficult. Is how that works.
I'm not sure if the puzzle is different because I don't think you can change the inherent puzzle, but I'm not sure if the combination is different.
Well, I'm not sure how many of the puzzles in the remake are different, but in the original game, it was usually the big riddle of any given area that was different. There was usually a riddle puzzle that had associated key items, and you would have to figure out a different riddle puzzle. And if there was, like, a key item arrangement puzzle, like the coins in the dresser back in the apartments, you would have to figure out a different combination of locations to put them in.
I would say they're probably different because that's the big puzzle for this area, the Nightmare Hospital. But I don't think the inherent puzzle is going to change. Because one of them is like you read a note and it gives you the idea to do certain things. And I don't think you can change how that room's laid out.
You could change what's written in the note so that it's
Yeah.
harder to figure out what numbers the combination is.
Yeah.
Just like the thing about the puzzle difficulty selection in the original games, at least, is that not every puzzle is affected, just the big ones. A lot of the games still had the same little puzzles that you do. I mean, I hesitate to call them puzzles; they're really just key item in situation lock.
Yo, Resident Evil's favorite puzzle. Like, there's two varieties of Resident Evil puzzle. It is a weird thing that is basically a key for a weird lock, and press buttons until you come across the answer by accident.
Oh my god, they got the head twitching right.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask what was up with the vibrating on the nurses.
Okay, so this is the thing that comes up in the later games, but the bubblehead nurses are in the original game, they had this inhuman head twitchy animation thing going on that made them look, unnatural. They didn't move in a way that humans could actually move. It was one of those things where the game took advantage of the fact that it was, in fact, a video game and not a bunch of people and actors. Not a bunch of actors pretending to be monsters, right? So when, of course, Konami reused the bubblehead nurse concept in like Homecoming and stuff, they missed the point completely on every level. Right down to the point where it seems like they got humans to motion capture weird head twitches for them, and it didn't look nearly as impressive because it was actually people moving like people could be. So, the kind of stuff I would have done if I hadn't bowed out of that Six Flags Halloween performance job a couple years back.
Bro, I'm so mad. I wanted to go to Six Flags over the past couple of weeks because the weather's been beautiful for that kind of thing. But no, they close it in the daytime after Labor Day, and I'm like, oh, just because kids are at school, other people can't go? Man, how dare you want to make money on your amusement park venture? I'm so mad. I just wanted to go to Six Flags, man.
Could go during Halloween Fest.
Yeah, no, but the thing was that I had a day off, so I wanted to go during the day where there would be less of a crowd, and then going during the Halloween Fest portion defeats the point of that. So
Gotcha.
Oh.
Yeah.
The thing is, the theme park is so expensive to run that it almost isn't worth it unless there is a crowd.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. That's why I'm annoyed, because how dare they need to make money for their contraptions. Oh, that's disturbing. Is that just another one of those? Oh no, that's one of the nurses. Gross.
No, it's not. That's a crawly guy.
Okay.
Body bag enemies, yeah. Silent Hill 2's lack of enemy variety is still showing through in the remake because we're fighting the same body bag women and mannequin enemies that we've been fighting all this time, just with the occasional odd nurse thrown in.
Speaking of, there's one now.
When do they like explain what the deal with the nurses are in particular? Like,
They don't.
ever, like...
they do not outright explain the monsters in this game. They do not. It is not a thing that the characters themselves talk about. They're just monsters, and you're supposed to extrapolate what they're related to once you get Silent Hill's deal. You know.
It's a very common thing in Japanese horror to not explain things.
Yeah.
Because the unknown is what's scary, so...
Man, you know, I remember reading that the new Silent Hill game, Silent Hill F, was supposed to be a return to Japanese horror, and I'm like, but Silent Hill wasn't Japanese horror. It was like this weird amalgam of Western and Eastern horror. It's like, that's what gave it its identity, man. Why are we going to Fatal Frame territory all of a sudden?
Is the new Silent Hill, like, very Japanese?
Oh,
it's in Japan in the 1960s.
Oh, yeah, then that would be pretty Japanese. But canonically, Silent Hill, the town, is in the United States.
Yeah,
right?
It's in Maine.
Yeah.
From what I've seen of the new Silent Hill, it looks fine. It's one of those, it looks like a good game, just not a particularly good Silent Hill game.
Yeah.
Those are always rough. Not rough
like every other Silent Hill sequel after 3.
It's just hard, though, because, like, when you want a specific, you know, thing from a specific franchise, and then that doesn't deliver, it's just disappointing, because in many ways, it's hard to enjoy the game on its own merits. Like, that's kind of where I'm at with Paper Mario Origami King. Everybody I've heard who's played the game really likes it, and I'm sure that you know, taken on its own merits, it's a fine game, but as somebody who's a Paper Mario fan who wants a Paper Mario like the old ones, I don't know how able I am to disconnect what I want from this game versus what the game's actually giving me, you know? Even if on its own merits it's perfectly fine.
It would be easier to take the game on its own merits if the game on its own merits wasn't being made by people who seemed to just dislike the old style, you know?
I mean, I don't know how much it is that they disliked the old style and more just that they wanted to do something new. Paper Mario and Fire Emblem are made by the same creators. Intelligent Systems works on both games, and you'll always notice that they always release them back and forth. They do a new Fire Emblem game, then they do a Paper Mario game. It's like, these are the only things they work on. And considering that Fire Emblem combat is never going to drastically change anytime soon, I can get them wanting to do something different with the Paper Marios that they're given, you know? Like, okay, this is the more malleable franchise. Let's do weird shit whenever we get tasked to do this one. Like, okay, like, for their mental health and whatnot, that's fine, but I'm selfish, and I just want I want the game I want the way I want it made, you know? So, yeah.
I had kind of hoped that the 1,000-Year Door remake might, you know, open the way for one or two other new Paper Marios in the old style, but... I
mean, we still don't... That could still be happening. Again, they work on Paper Mario and then Fire Emblem. The new Fire Emblem just got announced.
Yeah. So, Three Houses sequel. Haha!
Or prequel, depending on what it is. So.
Oh.
Well, isn't green hair lady from Three Houses like a teenager in Three Houses?
It looks like a sequel, yeah.
It's
but, you know,
but
she's also a goddess of time, so that could mean anything or nothing at all.
They want her to be older in this one so you can date her and not feel weird. Even though I guess Fire Emblem hasn't cared about that before.
It didn't care about that. Look, it didn't care about that the last time they gave her a romance ending. So
God damn Fire Emblem! I thought that we were over the 10,000-year-olds.
The 10,000-year-old lolly.
Yeah, who look like they're 13. Like, I thought we were done with that shit.
Nope, Jinky's still around, so.
Oh, my God. Okay, anyway,
I am looking forward to seeing more of the world outside of Bodlin, though, either way.
I don't know. had a hard time wanting to go back and play Fire Emblem. I don't know if that's just how insanely burned out I got in the 3DS era from the Fire Emblem games, where it's like I still don't really want to go back to them. So one thing I noticed, to talk about the game for a second, as you walk through the areas directly around James on the map, like kind of like look weird on the map itself. Is that like an intentional thing, or? Well, I'm sure it's an intentional thing.
It's just part of the rotted world sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't specifically mean anything. It's just your map's derelict and old and stuff.
Okay.
And it's getting all grimy from the area. Yeah, we found our key for the mannequin thingy, so off we go.
Now we have to
Piece of candy.
backtrack.
Yeah.
Ryan, please do not eat shotgun shells. I'm begging you. So you would be expected to like explore the entire right half of the hospital if you
Yes.
didn't know the combination to the lock. Okay.
Oh, hello.
Is this occupied?
Not anymore, it's not.
Oh, they're actually like viscous looking. So I've always wondered why they called them bubblehead nurses, and like only when we got a clear shot of them close up, like there's like a filmy kind of look to their face, like a bubble. So
Yes.
I always thought it was supposed to be like bobblehead nurses, but pronounced
Nah.
weird. But no, it's bubblehead. Okay.
There's a lot of telltale dehumanization in James's monsters, you might notice. That isn't necessarily present when those same monster tropes appear when the other characters, Harry Mason and Heather Mason, show up in Silent Hill. They both have their own nurses, but the Silent Hill 1 nurses were based off of Alessa's nightmares, so they were like more human, but they had these creatures growing out of their backs to symbolize the drug addiction that the entire like staff of the hospital was complicit in. And in Heather Mason's case, well, she's just a teenage girl, so she empathizes with the nurses more. So they're creepy, but they're human creepy.
In the hospital before, in one of the earlier parts, you walk by a picture of all the nurses and all their faces are scratched out, which is definitely symbolic of that he doesn't see them as people.
Yeah. It's even more telling in Heather Mason's case because this exact hospital is the one she goes through in her game.
Are you sure we couldn't use our pipe to do that?
I mean, we probably could have, but
Okay, James just needs to think outside the box.
It's called the Key of Bliss, and it's poking someone's eye out. Ignorance is bliss. I get it. Yeah. I'm smart. I understand symbolism.
The pokey thingy was also called the Instrument of Force, too. So, you know.
yeah, the hammer, yeah. But we have our key, so off we go to the box.
So the game doesn't like, a lot of the times in games like these, once you get the key item you need, they'll like convolute a way that you can't go back the way you came. They don't do that in this. You can just like
Not really, no.
walk
You just go
backwards.
back the way you came, yeah.
Once you progress to the next area, you're past a point of no return, yeah. I mean, it's not all that important. It's not like there's a whole lot that you can miss in this game.
Yeah, it seems mostly just like, oh,
Bum, bum, ba, bum, brrr.
There's nothing in this chest but disappointment. Ah, man. I wish the empty treasure chest messages had been in the Trails in the Sky remake. I know why they're not. It was a localization only thing, but still.
that's hilarious.
What the fuck?
You still get something for your trouble, though, so good for that.
Well, we could have just moved this curtain the entire time.
To be fair, James didn't know that was there, so.
Yeah, I suppose if
Vaguely religious symbolism? Question mark.
Look at the shiny button.
Is this a communion wafer?
That's what I was thinking.
Piece of candy. Nope, it's an elevator button.
-1 poker chips. Oh no.
Wait, are we playing Luigi's Mansion 3 all of a sudden?
Oh god. Man.
Imagine
No.
Luigi in Silent Hill.
Oh God. Um,
I mean, we've
You
already
see-
had him in Castlevania, so why not?
poor dude would have a heart attack. Do you want to literally murder the man?
I mean, we did in Castlevania.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Wait, when did that happen?
The Smash Brothers trailer for Simon and Richter.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so he like literally scares himself to death and is a ghost, and then I think death puts him back in his body at the end of the trailer.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
no.
that's the end of that part. So we'll see you all in the next one for Silent Hill 2 later.